Okay, I think we are live on all the things. Hang on, I'm trying to find beep. Go. Are we there? Are we there? Hello? Hello? Okay, there we are. Bring that up. Okay. So, good morning. I've got my coffee. And before we got started on the rose book, I wanted to share something with you. Okay. Because I am a big proponent of upcycling and using what you got or what you can find for cheap or repurposing, whatever you want to call it. So, Michael and I went and had brunch yesterday downtown at the Vault, and I asked if we could just go into the Salvation Army thrift store that was there, just because I'd never been in there, and I wanted to see how this Salvation Army store compared to other stores that I've been in. And let me tell you, I do want to go back and get a couple of end tables that they had there for $5 because I can sand them down, paint them, and turn it into 75 for like nothing but my time because I've got the furniture, paint, I've got everything I need, save one thing. But if I sell one table, and I'll do the whole country shabby chic thing, I won't do anything funky bohemian with it because I don't think that'll sell down here. But I might just go back and get those end tables for $10. So anyway, um, Salvation Army, I got all of this, what's in this bag, plus a tripod for my phone. Well, it's going to be for my phone, or eventually a camera. I got the tripod for $2, and then everything else in this bag was $3. So, we're going to go through kind of playing with the stuff. But these are tail ends to these are, what are they called? Crochet, the little fancy crochet thread. So we can use this for binding our book. You can use embroidery floss, you can use whatever, but this is a nice strong thread, but it's nice and thin as well, and it's got a little splash of color. So these, they were marked 50 cents, but I got all of this stuff in this bag for $5. So, or for $3, because the stuff in there, the tripod was 2. So we've got those 2. I got these little stickers to put in some kind of something. I am gonna scan them so I can reuse the image. So and then I got this pillowcase, and I don't even know how much the pillowcase was supposed to be, but most of the stuff was a dollar. So but this pillowcase has this really cool poly cotton fabric that'll look really cool inside of a book cover. And there's, close to, I'd say, it's a king size pillowcase. So I'd say a quarter of a yard of fabric. And then there's this cool fabric here too that we could use for a binding and, shred this up and use it for trim. I mean, so for about, what, $1, so there's that. Um, and then I got these file folders. These were marked 25 cents a piece. So already were at $3. So the rest of the stuff in here was free. So, but these have these file folders. They're Scotch binding system covers. So these are like a report cover. So they got that cool thing. And I found out that you can emboss this acetate. So we can use this to make something fun and funky, like a envelope or a folder bit, and then put this as a window and emboss something on it. So those were cool. And then I got another composition book. This one was a quarter. So, and you use the pages for inside of a journal and use the cover to make another book, or we can just cover this with paper and do some cool stuff in it and whatever. I've got a lot of composition books that I got at Menards for cheap that are brand new, and we're going to play around with those. But this is an expanding envelope that has alphabetical stuff in it. I didn't even look to see if there's anything fun in here, but it's the 12 section thing. And the reason why I like these, and I can make one of these if I wanted to, but this was, I think, 50 cents. Yeah. So I couldn't make it for 50 cents because my time and everything. But you can take your larger scraps and put them in here and divide them by color, by size, by whatever. Pieces of art, just can go in here, and then when you're looking for something to do something with, you just kind of thumb through, but it's all nice and neat in this little button file folder. So yeah, I saved like $1.50, if not more. So go to your thrift stores, dig a little deeper, and I saw a whole bag of this stuff for $3, and it was all the ivory colored ones. But I just decided to get green and purple, and I don't know why. I just did. But we'll probably use the green to bind that book. So that's my, thrift store adventures. I got 15 books for $3 at the other thrift store. 15, 1-5. So it's just nice to have that stuff here now, and now I can use the book pages to build fun things, which is what we're going to do with this. Because I was thinking we've got our signatures ready. We just need to poke the holes and put them in here. But it's going to be easier to do, like if we want to do a pocket here or, something, it's going to be easier to adhere that and make sure it's centered and all that if we don't have the signatures in already. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a pocket to go here and something to go here, and then we'll put the signatures in like so, and then we'll put some things, like some fun things on the different pages and stuff. So plus I haven't really sold myself on how exactly I want to do this signature thing. So I can never make up my mind. I usually just go, okay, we're going to do it this way. And then 3/4 of the way through, I'll be like, oh, this is really hard. I'm going to do it a different way, or something stupid like that. But anywho, so we've got the signatures ready. I'm trying to figure out, let's move this over here and have a sip of coffee so I can see if anybody's in chat here. Do I still have my mouse on? Yes. Oh, good morning, Diane. Hello, Tony, if you're there. Okay, so I put my coffee a little closer to me. That was way too far away. Okay, so I was thinking. Hang on. Oopsie daisy. I keep throwing stuff around. What if we made a pocket like this where it has the pocket and then the pocket and then, but we make it on a bigger scale. We make it so it'll take up, this area. So let's find out what that area is. I will find some paper to make a pocket out of and it'll just be good. Okay. So, oh, I have such a mess here. I was trying to clean up before I went live here. This is my duster brush. This needs, I can go down there. Go over there. This is my little notebook. There it is. It's underneath all of this. There we go. Oh, that's why. I need to find my magnets so I can put stronger magnets on this because it keeps falling off. It's a cheesy dollar store thing. So, okay. Don't mind me as I just kind of clean as I go. Okay. These can't be recycled because they've got that plastic piece in them, but these can. Something. Okay. I promise we're going to go do something. There we go. I just need to be able to find my stuff. Okay. That's the other thing I need to invest in, as I need to get one of those heat guns for paper crafting, because the heat guns and for like resin and stuff, yeah, no. Okay, so we want it to come off. Let's measure from the inside of the Eiffel Tower there. So let's do, because there's the book seam is right here. So if we do a 5-inch by yeah, let's do that. We'll do a 5 by 6. So we're gonna have to find. I'm trying to remember how I built that pocket. Let's take a closer look at it. Okay, so this was one long piece of paper. Excuse me. So, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 by 4. So if we want to do 5, so we need it 5 inches wide and 12. So we need to get a piece of scrapbook paper. Will work really well. So let's get a piece of scrapbook paper. Maybe if I can get it out. I have so much scrap paper. I am not kidding you. But I kind of narrowed it down to my favorites just in one of these bins. And the other paper is in a crate right now because I have all the bins filled with other things. And that's why I'm in the process of finding storage things because I want to get my bins back. Okay. So we want to do something kind of vintagey looking. Let's move this over and bring this out. Okay, so we've got kind of a vintagey flower feel. We've got Paris in here. And so let's see what we can find that will go with that. This is kind of cool. Okay, that's a potential. That has potential. Let's see, I'm just kind of thumbing through some of these because they're like one-offs and stuff. Hey, this one kind of has potential too because this kind of goes with the rose on the front. But that's kind of big and more modern, so I don't think so. Oh, here we go. Oh, I don't. I really love this paper and I don't even know where I got it. Oh, this would be cool. Well, no, because hang on. Yeah, that I thought would be cool, but it is 6 inches wide. I suppose we could cut it off. Yeah, I'll save that for a different one. But some of my, see, I thought, if there's a way that I could do that, because that's kind of fun. And the castle and stuff here. But, okay. But I have this paper, which is really fun. Use this. No, because if I fold this in half, hang on. See, we're only going to get that little bit right there. So, let's see what else we got. Okay, you got to keep these going in the same direction. That's the problem I have is I get excited and I start throwing things around. This might be cool. So it'd be this half. As Brussels, but we're not going to see that. Well, we could turn it like that. Yeah, that's an option. And this one's an option too, because if we fold it, we've got the flowers there, and that's 6. Yeah, let's save that for something else. That would be kind of cool. So that's an option. Yeah, I don't even know where I got this paper, and I'm bummed because I love it. I know I got it at Michael's. I just don't know. Okay, so here's another one that has okay, you know what? This one has a butterfly on it, but that one would be really hard to. Oh, that's stripy. That's kind of shabby chic looking. Oh, I kind of like this one too. Okay, we got some options. Let's leave it at that. Let me flip this back in here. Oh, let's kind of get these all put together so they lay in there nice. One thing that I learned is you gotta be careful of the brand of black or colored paper you buy, because some of these places are cheap and they don't put the color all the way through. So when you cut into it, you've got a black front and a black back, but a white middle. And no one wants to use Oreo cookie in their paperwork. So, okay, so I was thinking, I love these colored ones here, because we're going to need a couple of pieces, because we're going to do something in the front and something in the back. And then we're going to need something to line the middle. So I'm thinking, okay, what if, because this one has a Russian stamp and this one has a Brussels stamp. So we'll use these as our main two. And then, because if we cut them 5, and then we still have our 6, so there's our Brussels stamp. Okay, so, and then when we do another one, I like this writing that's on here too. So, but I like having the 2 stamps because it kind of ties it all in together. All right, let's move stuff. That over there, that over there. So, to make this easy, I'm just going to use my board. I don't like how it cuts, but we'll make it work. So, we are doing 5. Right. So, that up. And okay. See, I don't like the way it cuts. It's very, I don't know if you can see that, but it leaves a very rough edge. Like, not rough, but not diamond cut either, you know? See, now this is one of those things that I would put in that file folder that I got. It's just, this can go in with, you know, that way it's all sorted. The scraps are all sorted. And I like that idea. Okay, so we put this back over here. Okay, let's bring out that thing and leave it out. There it is. So, we're gonna take this to 6, and then we're gonna, well, do I have it? Yes, I have it exactly in half. So this should be 12. Let's make sure this is 12. Yes. So I did that wrong. So we're going to make this a little bit different. So 3 to 6. This is going to be a little bit smaller than 5, which is fine, because I screwed up already. Okay, so we're going to do that. What the flop, man? So I don't like to press too hard because then you can rip the paper. So we're scoring it at 6. Make sure it's scored okay. Okay. Flatten that back out. And then we're going to take this and we're going to score this. I think that's a 1/2 inch, that's a 1/4 inch. So we're going to do 1/4 inch here for it. You'll see why in a moment. So we're scoring on the top side because we're going to fold it back. Okay. It's lined up. Okay. And then I think we're done with that for the moment. Good morning. Good morning, Janice. Okay, so got that. But we're gonna fold this up. So this is gonna be the front. Okay. That. And then I think we're going to make a little pocket right about here. So we want to do that first, but first, we're going to cut a little thumb hole. And actually what we're going to do is we're going to cut these. So I want to cut these at an angle, these little tuck under flaps, so they're not like protruding when we glue it down or tape it down. So I'm going to snip just a little triangle off. A little, show you in a second. So it's just got a little triangle because it's going to sit like that. And when we fold it over, it won't stick out so much. Okay, okay. I'm going to do that on both sides because I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do how I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it exactly like I did that one, or if I'm going to change my design up a little bit. But I think so. We need to cut a little. I'm going to take this guy and just do a little notch. Just like that, just a little one. For now, just so I remember. If I want to, I will come back and cut a bigger one with the circle cutters. So okay, so let's see if this is going to fit like we want in our book. So we're going to stick it right here. And we'll glue this edge down and this edge down so you can put stuff behind here. And then it'll have a pocket here. Maybe we should do have a pocket here. And use this paper in the back. Okay. You get my feeling here? So this would go tuck in here and glue to that first flap. And then have a pocket here. And this because this would go here, and then have a pocket here. I'm thinking. This is not a this is dangerous thing. Tish thinking. Okay. So let's do that 4-in-1 pocket thing. But okay. So you're gonna go on the process with me. You guys are stuck with me. Good morning, Karen. Okay, so here we go. Snip and snip. Snip. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing on this side. So I'm just snipping where the fold is. I'm snipping it straight. And then an angle. An angle. Okay, so, and then we're going to make a pocket on the front. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to find out, so we're at the 9 mark. So I'm going to make this at the 6 mark. So I'm going to flip this over, line it up with the 9 again. And then pencil, and ruler. So we're going to mark it at the 6, okay? So we're at the 6. And then it's 4.5 inches inside, so center would be 2 1/4. And we're gonna go 1 1/2 on each side. No, it's not straight. Hang on, let's. So I'm putting it up to the 3, and then I'm going to go 1.5 inches, 4.5, and 1.5 inches. Go. Okay. And then I'm going to bump it down just a hair, a tish, because we want to cut out a little splice. Okay. Just so there's like a little splicey splice. And first we're going to take, this is just a regular hole punch. And so what I'm going to do is put a hole. See how this one has like a little hole, so it doesn't have a stressor point when you stick things in there, and so it doesn't rip. That's just to alleviate stress, plus it looks kind of cute. So, goodness, what have I got on there now? Okay, so I'm going to line this up best I can. There we go. Okay, so we got the holes punched, and that makes it cutting these lines a little easier. So we're just going to line this up and take our craft knife. Put that one up. That one. close the craft knife so we don't stab ourselves in the hand. Now we're going to put the scissors away too. There we go. All right, so we've got the little slot cut. Good morning, Michael. Okay, so for this inside pocket, I'm not going to use fancy paper. We're going to use, maybe if I can find it. There we go. Paper bag, because no one's going to see it anyway. It's just going to be a pocket. So first, we're going to take this and, oh, let's do it the right way here. Hello. Okay, so what I like to do is take it underneath what I'm doing. We're going to line that up. We're going to line this up so it has a little bit of an overhang. Okay. So I got all these bits of paper. They're in my way. Okay. So line that up. I'm going to take this. Okay. Like that. And mark it here. It here. Okay. So this. This up like so. Start at the line that we marked back there and cut. Okay. And we're going to take and we're going to straighten this out because this isn't very straight. You should never cut towards yourself. Do as I say, not as I do. There. That was going to bother me because it was just that little tiny bit, but it won't sit right if we have it not right, right? Okay. So I take this and we're just going to fold this like so. So this will go inside here, just above that. Then we'll fold the edges over. Okay, that's right. Okay, so just where that folds at, let's just cut that with the scissors. I could have cut it with the blade too, but okay. Now we need our fairy magic. Where is that stuff? Okay. So I do it? There it is. Get the parchment out. Because, actually, not yet. We're going to do the fairy dust first. So this is going to go so let's do a little fairy dust. We don't have to do very much of it, just where it's going to peek out. So I'm doing a little pink that we used, same pink that we used on the cover, just to kind of bring that in. And then we're going to do some vintage photo. Just to kind of bring in some dark browns. And I kind of like the lines in here. I don't know. So like I said, we just need to do where it's going to show. And then we're going to do the back side of this as well. Because when you do the back side, it comes through on the front side as well. So we're just going to do that. Okay. There we go. Let's do a little of the pink as well. This is Seedless Preserves Distressed Oxide. I don't have the distressed ink in the big guys, only in the little guys. So we're going to bring in a little pink here too. And do I have a brush for the green? I think I do. That's the blue. What's this? I think this is the emerald, the Lucky Clover. I don't have one for this, but let's put a little bit of this in there. So a little bit of that in here. Let's get some of that white knocked down so it's not so white. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to show you real quick how I made these brushes, because these are chip brushes from, what's that place called? Harbor Freight. And you can get them really cheap there. This is how I pull on the bristles, because they're cheap and there's going to be loose bristles and I don't want them coming out. And then I give it a haircut. Okay. So I just take, I'm going to use my good scissors. These are nice, strong scissors. I just take it. Let's bring the garbage can over here. Just take it and cut off the top a little bit. Give it a little haircut, just so it has a little bit more sturdiness to it. And you know what? The perfect thing about this is it doesn't need to be straight. In fact, you want it to be kind of like this one isn't straight. It's kind of everywhere. And it does a great job at distressing. So, see, I need to get my magnets out. Jeez. There we go. Okay, I'm going to take this to the side and kind of, because I don't want these little bits all over my table. I'm thinning it out kind of. I do the same thing with my bangs, so they have like a feather layer to them. Not that I have bangs much anymore, because bangs require work and I can't keep my heads up that high for that long. So, and then this is peeled paint, which is a really kind of cool kind of green. And this is a distressed ink. So I'll load up the brush. And you can use, this is a Nuvo brush. It's a dual ended. I use the vintage photo on this side and the oxide black or black suit distressed oxide on these two, because I use these a lot. So, but if you're only using the colors of, a few times a week or a month, or you just get a new color and you're not sure if you're going to even like it yet, this is the way to brush it on with only being out a little bit. I do like using the sponges too, but I think the brushes do a better job of distressing. That's just me. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of this inside as well. Okay, there we go. Well, I just got my thumb in it. And then what I do is I take my super fine Sharpie. This is the super fine Sharpie point. And I write on here DI for distressed ink. And then peeled paint. Okay, that way I know which brush it is. And I have a whole bin of them over off to the side over there. I don't keep them in the thing because that's not the right thing to do. Okay, so let's give this a little shake and a little rub just to kind of blend the colors together. No one's going to see it, but it makes me feel better. Same with this, give it a little rub. Just make sure all the colors are blended and kaput. They're like on there. They're not going to go anywhere. Okay, so looks like I need to cut this little bit off. So let's fold this over so we can have a line. Grab our scissors and cut it off. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to put a little bead of glue around the edge here. Let me move this out of the way again. Maybe. I got too much stuff stacked up over here. Okay. Here we go. This is Fabri-Tac, which I need to get more of. Yeah, distressing, you don't have to buy all the fancy tools. I mean, yes, they're nice and they're fun, but when you don't have the budget, you got to do what you can do. So we're just going to take a little, and this Fabri-Tac is probably going to be overkill for this, but this way I know it's not going to come loose. So we're just going to do a little bead here, here. There we go. And I'm going to start at the bottom. Hang on. My glasses are dirty and I can't see through them. You ever have that day where you just forgot to, there's certain things that you do every day and sometimes you just forget to do them? That's the way it is with my glasses. Some days I just forget to clean my glasses. And they're all full of Scout smudges and and just, dust and dirt from being in the studio. Okay, so there's that pocket. Make sure that, make sure this is nice and down. Okay, because we don't want this to lift up. And what we might actually do, just to make sure, when someone slides something in the other pocket, because this is going to go on the other pocket as well. Okay, so we're going to fold this over and fold this over. Okay, but we're going to take, where'd that go now? I just had it. Goodness sakes alive. Here it is. See, this is why I need that filing folder. You see this? This is just, a little bit crazy. So we're going to take a piece of this faux washi tape, and I'm just going to put it, we could have just used masking tape too, but this way it's pretty too. And this tool, I got at a garage sale for $0.25. It's a wallpaper seam roller. I drilled a hole in the end of it so I could hang it from my pegboard, when I was using it for other stuff. There we go. So, yeah. Now we've got that. Okay. Now we're going to cut a piece of this paper to go in here. So we're going to measure. So sometimes it's just easier to we've got just under 6 inches of fur. So we're gonna. That's why I like this metal mark ruler. Is because I can make a mark, so I don't have to try and remember. Because remembering is not my forte. So we're right at 4.5. Okay, so we're gonna cut a strip at 4.5. We're gonna use this board. Like I said, I don't really like it, but a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. I want one of those guillotine cutters. That's what I really want. And Michael's probably going, no, that means we'll probably end up in the hospital. No. Okay, so 4.5. Okay. Put that over in the stack. The ever-growing stack. Okay, so I'm going to use this as my top. Okay. So we need to I think I have. Hang on, if I do this right. We're going to line this up so it's nice and straight. Now we're going to do, so it's 5 7/8 is what it looks like, I think. So we're just going to make a faint mark there. We're going to bring out our big guy. Yeah, I can do this. Just like that. It is going to be just a hair too short, but that's okay. We'll work with it. Okay. Get out there. Roller thingamabobber. Cut that. And put that over in our stack. And turn this around. And then we're just going to dry fit it, make sure it fits the way we want it to. Okay. And it does. That's a little bit. It's a little bit wide, so we're going to take this. Actually, we're going to cut off of this side. So let's make sure we have this square. That's my one thing. It's like I sometimes don't cut things square. I'm a tish off. That should do it. There we go. The reason why I cut it there is because I want to have it off center, but not so off center. So, and this is the top. Remeasure this. Okay. So, okay. Okay, so what we're going to do here, I'm going to take this again. I need to get a new lid for this bottle because this Child Protect stuff is for the birds. Okay, so we're going to put a bead right on this flapper and a bead down at the bottom. A bead there, like that. And then it's a boot. And we're going to start at this top corner. Again, glasses off. Sorry, guys. Me and my fat head are in the way. Nice thing about this Fabri-Tac though is it doesn't dry like instantly. So if you're off a little bit, you still have a little wiggle room to get it where you want it. I think that's pretty much right where we want it. So we're going to bump it up just a little bit and okay. So there we go. Okay, so there's that. And then I think okay, so we're going to take we're corner cutter here, and I'm going to cut these corners right now because it's going to start getting too thick. Yeah, I want it just that hair. Okay, so let's press these down really well. Okay. Oh, why is that not sticking? Let's get some glue down. Try it again. I didn't get it to go all the way. Oops. And this stuff is kind of like combination of hot glue and rubber cement because it's stringy sometimes, like hot glue can get. And then rubber cement, it just kind of rolls off your fingers. Okay. So we've got a pocket here, a pocket here. Okay. And then next, we are going to build a pocket on the side. But we're not going to, what I'm going to do is we're going to cut this piece off, and then instead of adding another piece of paper on top of this, we're just going to distress ink this, maybe do a couple of stamps inside, so that way it doesn't get any more thick than it already is. So what we're going to do is we're going to close this glue. Okay. And I'm going to score this at 1/4 of an inch. Okay. I scored it on the wrong side. That was bad of me because we're folding this way. We should have scored it on the other side. That's okay. We'll make it work. So I'm going to cut this where I embossed it, or not embossed it. That's the word. Scored it. There we go. Okay. Little tug. Cut the little frayed edge off. And then right here on the corner, I don't know if you can see that or not. We're just going to cut this at an angle straight across the corner. So it looks like that. Okay. So that way when you fold it up, they make a nice, neat corner. Okay. And then, is this dry now? And it's all sticky stick. So we're going to cut these corners. We're just going to trim these corners. So I can't do it like that. I can't do it like this. I'm so ridiculous. There we go. Okay. So we're going to do some of our fairy dust. And this is going to be like a secret pocket. So you can put your secret passwords in there. We're not going to put like a thumb hole like this one has that little thumb hole. There we go. See how this one has the little thumb hole? I should have made it bigger. I should have. Oh, well. Maybe if we go to Paducah and I can go get a new hole punch. Because that one hole punch just doesn't like me. Okay. So we're going to do the same colors. Where'd my basket go? There it is. My fairy dust basket. So we're going to start with the pink. Maybe. If I can find the brush. Oh well, we'll just do it this way. Oh, that's not going to work. It only works if they're really, really dry. That one isn't dry yet, so just take the brown and blend it in. There we go. And the cool thing is when we're done with this, because these are distressed oxides and distressed inks, is we can spray it with some water and get some really cool effects. So I'm just going to kind of bring in this green. Okay. Okie dokie. Put this one away. What did I do with the pink brush? Okay, so there we go. Did I put it back? I don't remember putting it back in the basket. It should be sitting right here. Okay, Dame Bramage. Maybe I did put it back in the box. I don't remember doing that though. Okay. What we're going to do, we're going to take just a little bit of this pink on this brush. There. And then we're going to take a little bit of water. Here we go. Okay, and just a paper towel. This has some stuff on it already. I think it's just wax, but I'll just dab it. Soften up those lines a little bit. That actually looks kind of cool. No one's really going to see it because it's inside of a pocket, but I don't know about you guys, but it's like, I know it's there, and it's got to look cool. Okay, there we go. So now that this is all wet, okay, so this is going to fold up, going to fold in, okay, and then like that. And I gotta wipe this whole table down because I just got everything all wet. Okay, I'm gonna flip this over. So I'm gonna hit this with the hair dryer real quick. I'm gonna mute my microphone for that so you guys don't. Actually, you know what? Just out of ease, because I can't really see what's going on. Final countdown. Gonna be using the hair dryer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've been warned. Turn your earbuds down. I didn't do what I thought you'd do. Okay, let's set that right there. now I need a sip of coffee because that was really hot, dry air. All right, so foldy fold, foldy fold. This is mostly dry. Okay. All right, let's put this down for the count. So we're going to put glue here, here, and here. We're going to leave it open here. Maybe. Just need to not put the lid on so damn tight. Jeez, Tish, you don't have preschoolers around anymore. That. Right here. And a line right here. And I'm not going to worry about the corners on this one. Because it's going to be underneath. Oh, let's flip this over. Okay. Secret pocket. Well, it is secret because the only people that know are you out there and member YouTube land and me. So, yeah, it's still secret. Okay. So, got secret pocket. So, we got secret pocket. We got pocket pocket. We've got pocket pocket pocket. And then it'll be, this is really cool on the back side too. Okay, so vintage photo time. We're just gonna do all the things. Don't rip your stuff. Don't get so zealous that you rip things. That's not why we did this. Now you can even get these kind of brushes at the dollar store. I just can never find them. My dollar store is getting really lame. And I get it. It's supply, demand, and you know, that whole concept. I get that. It doesn't, I did work retail for 20 years. I do know how that works. But it's getting a little ridiculous. Okay, so we're going to do all the corners and all things. We got these nice rounded corners. And then underneath here, we might go back with some black too after we get it in place. I don't know yet. We'll see. Okay, so we're almost done here. Just want to give this one more good press. Let's see, so much. Just to make sure that glue is down, because that's kind of the layer that's going to be holding it all together. So yeah, you got a little place. So you've got a little place here, a little place here, and a little place here. And now we're going to put it, hang on, let me get this basket of fairy dust out of the way. Okay. Now, I need another sip of coffee here. Oh, my shoe. That's why my mojo's been bad this morning. I have my shoes still on. Good Lord. Okay, let's move this up so you guys can see. There we go. Let's move these over here. Excuse me. Excuse me again. My nose is not liking me. I need to find a allergy medicine that's not going to knock me on my butt. Okay. So, let's see if we... What did I do with the book? Oh, there it is. Okay. So, we're going to line this up to go right in here. So, we're going to have a pocket, like a slidey pocket. Okay. And then there's the side pocket, and then there's this pocket, and then there's this pocket. So you're going to have all kinds. Or should I do it closer to this side? But see, I'd be afraid things would fall out. So let's do it here. So glue on this edge and on this edge. Okay. I'll use the Fabri-Tac again. And the thing is, it's expensive, but you don't need much. I mean, if you saw how much I'm using for this, and I will show you in a moment. Okay, this is actually a heavier bead than I've been using all day. Can you see kind of how little, I mean, there's not much on there. A little dab will do ya. Wasn't that like a hair cream commercial? Okay, so I'm just going to eyeball this. I'm going to have it be so. I know that's a huge pocket. Maybe we'll just do a little pocket on the back side. And we'll use this green paper. We'll use this green paper for this, a similar pocket to this on this side, and we'll use maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But this is what I'm going to do for today. So hopefully you guys learned something in this chaos. You learned with me, because I haven't made one, and I just kind of, I don't know, I kind of just go with what moves me at the moment. So I do want to embellish the cover too, but we can do that after we put the signatures in and stuff too. So like I said, I think this is easier to do without the signatures flopping and getting in my way. That's why I decided to do this morning. So next week, let me know in the comments or message me on Facebook or Twitter. Let me know, do you want to see the process of how I make this back? I'm thinking I want to make an envelope with a little tie thing on it, like so you can stuff stuff in it and then tie it off. Because I have rivets now. I have the, not rivets, eyelets. So I can make the little things. I just have to get the 1-inch hole punch so I can make the little buttons that it ties with. So let me know if you want me to just wait and make it on the live stream with you, or if you want me to go ahead and make it off camera and just show you the end result. Okay, this isn't sticking for whatever reason. Probably because I lifted up on it too soon. So we're going to let this dry. It only takes like 5 minutes for it to dry. It takes 24 hours for it to cure, to be like weight bearing. So I'm going to take my, there we go. This isn't a bold folder, but it acts as one. It isn't a bold folder, but it plays one on TV. Okay, so I'm just excited with all these pockets. I mean, we've got this one here. I'm checking to see. Yeah, so we've got this here. Let's grab some white paper so you guys can see. Okay, so we've got this here, and then this pocket here. Okay, so it's a pretty big pocket. And then we've got this pocket here and this pocket here. So, I mean, that holds a core sheet of paper. So, lots of little things that we can put in there. And I think I might do like a little envelope thing here across the bottom, and maybe a place for, I don't know, was a pen fit here? No, we have to put a pen right here. So, I don't know. We'll see. Let me know what your ideas are. And if I don't know how to do it, I will do some research on YouTube, or I will just wing it like I did today. So that, yeah, that looks really cool. I like that. And I think I'm going to like that green paper in the back too. So we're going to let this sit. I might actually clamp this down. Where'd my parchment go? When you're clamping stuff, it's always a good idea to use parchment, just to keep, one, to keep the clips from leaving a mark, and two, that way you can remove your clamps when you're done. They don't glue to whatever you're doing. And this goes for wood glue too. I use parchment when I'm working on furniture. Parchment, I use parchment for everything. Parchment's like my go-to guy. Okay, so we're going to clamp this down just so it makes sure it gets a good seal. Now, if you wanted to, you could take and knock everything off your table like I just did. Not everything, but a lot of things. Okay, so take this, like so. That way you have a nice even clamp. Okay. See what I mean? I'm dangerous. Let's get this out of there. That's what's knocking off all of this stuff. There we go. I'll do the same thing on the bottom edge here. Maybe. Come on, hands. You can do this. I might have to get more of these clamps because I really like these clamps. So there we go. We'll let this sit. Ta-da! There we go. So let me know, like I said, let me know what you'd like me to do. And if you're enjoying this, please let people know about the membership that don't maybe know, or if you're really excited about this stuff, let people know. Just because I don't like selling stuff like, hey, join our membership, you know. I mean, I'll say it, but you know, it's my word. You know, people need to take me at my word. But if they hear other people saying something, and you know, it's unsolicited kind of thing, like I'm asking you, if you're enjoying it, please share it. Please say something. And I'd really like to see this membership, the golds, not because of the monetary thing, but I'd like to see these gold level at like 15 or 20 people. So, you know, we can really dive in together with things and really learn off of each other. That's kind of how I want it to be. I don't want it to be, oh, here's me and I'm going to tell you what to do. That's not how I want this to be. And I think that's something that I'm going to bring up on the Saturday live is like, yeah, I have membership. Yeah, it costs this much money that, YouTube takes a third of. And I don't mind that because it gives us a gathering place. I consider that rent. And, Facebook is Facebook, but this way we can have, I know some people don't have Facebook. I'm trying to find an option other than Discord. I do have a Discord channel already set up. Something like that where we all from all of areas can come together, because I put all of the YouTube and the Buy Me a Coffee members all in one group so we can all hang out together and all just like learn off of each other. And, we all have different strengths and weaknesses. And I look at it as like, you pay the membership on either YouTube or Buy Me a Coffee, and it's not like a subscription to me, it's a subscription for a place to hang out. It's like membership dues at the Lions Club or something. I don't know if they have that, but just something like that. That's, you're paying for a safe place to be. You're paying to be in an artist guild type thing. Because that's something that's upcoming for next year too. And I'll let you guys know a little bit more about that once I hash out the details. But that's that for today. I went a little long. I usually try to keep these at an hour, but building on the fly, you got to think things out. And sometimes thinking is hard. So thank you so much for joining me today. Remember to join us tonight for Friday Night Flip Cup and Artapalooza next Wednesday. And right back here again Friday morning next week for another one of these lovely adventures. So remember, be kind to one another. Peace, love, and happiness. Maybe. There we go. Got it.